the question, have we reached peak woke? My friend Ryan Rogers, who wrote a great book called The Woke Mind, has written several books on woke ideology. You should check him out. Ryan's great. He's been on my podcast before several times. I want to get him on again. Ryan has talked about this several because he's really dug into the psychology of the woke movement, like James Lindsay has done a lot of this work, all that kind of thing. So I want to go back to Carl Truman and kind of talk about him in this context too. So Truman's final destination for all of this was what he called the quote-unquote modern self. That's the title of his book, The Rise and Triumph of the Modern Self. That was Carl Truman's final destination. And he thought that the endpoint was sexual. So he thought the endpoint was transgenderism. He's like, okay, like that's where it's going to, like, you can't go further than this. Because he viewed sex, biological sex, as the most fundamental aspect of the expressive individualism movement, of human identity itself. But this is incorrect. And I hate to disagree with Carl Truman because Carl Truman's a really smart guy. He's far smarter than I am. But in my view, it is incorrect. Because he actually made, ironically, because he criticizes him a lot, he made the same error that Freud made. Because he thought the core of human nature is sexual. And that's not right. That's not true. The core of human nature is responsible. The core of the human nature, the core of the human essence, the core of the human identity is your level of responsibility. So in terms of the disability movement, in terms of transableism, it's not the modern self that's the final wave of social justice. It's the irresponsible self that is the final wave of social justice. And that's why it is my firm contention, if we do not stop it, which we're doing a very poor job of doing right now, I should add, that disability is going to be the next and fatalistic realm of social justice. So you might have seen recently with all of the horrible plane crashes that we've had in our country that the FAA, I believe, and the airlines are saying, hey, mentally disabled people, come be pilots for us. Hey, DEI hires, come do this when you're not qualified for it. Oh, politician that's 170,000 years old, you can go ahead and cast votes in the Senate. That's what's been happening. And we see it, and it's visible now. Planes are literally falling out of the sky because of this. Politicians are in elected office that have no brain cells left, and they have all melted away. It's like the scene in Indiana Jones where all the faces kind of blow up and melt in front of their face. Like this is happening right now, and it will be the death blow of America if we allow it to be so. It will kill and destroy everything in its path, because when large-scale irresponsibility is adopted, cultures die because no one takes care of them. No one adopts responsibility. This is where Jordan Peterson was more right than anything else. Responsibility and meaning are correlated because it is the responsible people. If you are a top-performing, high-earning man in a corporate job, I have a free gift for you, the Value Economist Handbook. In this book, you will find a bulletproof, crystal clear, and step-by-step roadmap to build your values, systematize them into an unbeatable portfolio, and leverage them to create an unshakable identity that leads to fulfillment, meaning, and purpose. So, if you want a free copy, go down to the description below, fill out your information, and we'll send one over to you right away. Now, let's get back to today's video. That uphold a society. And he's dead right on that. He's absolutely right on that. And this is now costing lives. People are dying because of this. So, like I said, airlines, politicians, people in the military, all of this stuff, we are mainstreaming incompetence and irresponsibility down to the masses. This is the next wave of expressive individualism, is taking and hijacking the social justice movement. So if the entirety of America's young people get captured by this ideology, we're done. We're absolutely done. Because when you look at Twenge's work and when you look at Pinsky's work, that's where all this starts. It all gets fed into the brains of young people. And if young people are seeing like, oh, it's too cool for school, you don't need to be smart, you don't need to be strong, you don't need to do anything like this, it is going to be a death blow for everything is going to get worse. And our society is going to totally fall apart. So I'll get into more, I don't want to give the whole book away, but to get into some solution-oriented stuff of this, the way that we fight this is by emphasizing talent, merit, responsibility at scale. Basically saying it's not cool to be weak. It's cool to be responsible. It's not cool to be stupid. It's cool to be smart. It's not cool to be disabled or to harp on your disability or your inability. It's cool to have ability. It's cool to do things. It's cool to build stuff. It's cool to do everything that you have been taught how to do. That's what's cool. And I think we need to emphasize that more.